I want to start this video off by saying this is for people who are obsessed with the meta and play by that rather than just getting characters you love. This is for people who play the gacha solely to get cards to fill their team slots and don't care about characters as long as they have the strongest team. I think any card can work for your team if you put in the work, and this is to help you better understand the card and put it in the right team for both you and that card. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you're already well versed in meta and gameplay, so I'm not going to explain basic gameplay stuff. If you're new and don't know mechanics yet, I have videos on that to fill in some gaps. Leona is a balanced void fire unit. He's our R-event freebie. To make him permanent, finish the event story. His max HP is 6,692, and his max attack is 3,319. His stats are pretty close to the current R averages in EN. Leona's spell 1 is Void Shot, and his spell 2 is Fire Shot 2. He has 2 skills, but you're gonna have to work for them. For spell 1, at level 5 he gains a minor power drain on foes for 1 turn, and for spell 2, at level 5 he gains a tiny power boost to caster for 1 turn. His only buddy is Sebek with a moderate HP boost. So let's talk about building Leona. Like I mentioned earlier, you'll need to finish the event story to make him permanent. To groovy him, you'll need 1 outdoor wear. Unfortunately, he has no skills right off the bat, so you're gonna have to work on those. For his spell levels, it will cost a total of 315 wood, 292 fish, and 286 mage stone fragments, in addition to a total of 79,600 thou marks. I'm going to be fully honest, I don't know if it's truly worth it to max out his spells to level 10. They don't change at all, so you only really need to get each spell to level 5. However, I will remind you guys that you get gems from missions by maxing out spell levels. Theoretically, Leona could be easier to max out because you don't need to worry about the usual textbooks. I can't make that decision for you on whether you want to max him out fully or not, but hopefully with what I've presented, you'll be able to make an informed decision and decide for yourself. Sebek is a defense flora water unit. He's our SR freebie, and you'll need to finish the event story and earn 800 Vargas tickets to make him permanent. His max HP is 10,688, and his max attack is 3,024. He's in the top 20 highest HP in the game as of now. His spell 1 is Leash Shot 2, and his spell 2 is Water Shot 2. Sebek has 2 skills. For Leash Shot, he has a damage cut to foes tied to it. At level 1, it's minor and for 1 turn, and at level 5, it's moderate. Over on Water Shot 2, he has a tiny HP restoration at spell level 5, and it becomes minor at level 10. His buddies are Leona with a moderate power boost, and Silver with a minor HP boost. Sebek, like I mentioned before, will need to be made permanent, but once you have him, you'll be able to safely build him. He'll need 3 outdoor wear to groovy him. To fully max out his spells, you'll need 450 wood, 456 fish, 452 mage stone fragments, and you'll need to spend a total of 158,000 thou marks. While he does have that damage skill right out of the gate, if you want the healing, you're gonna have to work a bit for it. I think that one's always going to be worth it to max it out because healing. But for that damage cut, it depends. It honestly just depends. Do you plan on using Sebek? Do you want him to be stronger? Do you just want his max spells going toward that mission so you can get gems? Me. I mean, hell, do you even have time to build this? These are some things to consider before making your decision on whether or not to build him fully. Floyd is an attack water fire unit. He's available via the event gacha. This unit only runs with this banner, so if you want him, go for him. His max HP is 5,906, and his max attack is 5,673. He's number 6 in the top 10 highest attack for SRs. At the moment, these things are always changing, but still, we've had him in the game for a while, so the fact he stayed this powerful is pretty good. His spell 1 is Aqua Wave, and his spell 2 is Fire Shot 2. He only has 1 skill, and that's his skill 1. At level 1, he has a minor damage boost to caster for 1 turn. At level 5, it lasts 3 turns. Damage boost is a fairly common skill, and not gonna lie, yeah, it's useful, but Floyd is a little lackluster when it comes to skills. His buddies are Ruggie with a minor power boost, and Jamil with a moderate HP boost. Ruggie is an attack water flora fire unit. He's in the event gacha, so if you want him, I would heavily advise going for him since this is already the rerun. Who knows when we're gonna get another one. He may run on other banners, sometimes the anniversary banners have special event SSRs, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember if this Ruggie was in any of them over on JP. Anyways, go for him if you want him. His max HP is 8,895, and his max attack is 7,460. He's the 5th strongest SSR in EN right now. He is here to win. His HP is also, okay. If you know the usual trade-offs that Twist does, yeah, his HP is low, but I will say it's just under the collective average for all cards, so, that's a thing. His spell 1 is Aqua Wave, his spell 2 is Leaf Shot 2 for spell levels 1 through 9, and at level 10 it upgrades to Forest Strike 2, and when we get spell 3, his is Fire Shot 2. He has 3 skills, but 2 of them are tied to his spell 3, so that fucking sucks. For spell 1, he has a minor power boost to cast it for 1 turn. At level 5, it's moderate, and at level 10, it's major. Now, for his spell 3, at level 5, he gains a minor HP restoration. At level 10, he gains a minor damage cut to foes for 1 turn. Neither of those upgrade. His duo magic partner is Floyd, who also gives him a moderate HP boost. His other buddies are Ace with a minor power boost and Apple with a minor HP boost. So, if you're not able to get Ruggie, it's not the end of the world, so there are some alternative options. So my suggestions would be SSR Birthday Jack Kate, SSR Suitor Suit Idia, SR Labware Riddle, and RPE Uniform Deuce. Alright, I am doing this just from my graphics, yay. Okay, so, Kate. I pretty much chose him because of his skills, and even then his skills are just kind of eh. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, he and Ruggie both have water and flora spells, but they're a little jumbled up, so that sucks, and also Kate doesn't have Fire Shot too, although, as of now, that doesn't really matter, but in the future it will. However, Kate does have Power Boost, and he does have Damage Cut. And, okay, so, like, HP Restoration and HP Regeneration are not the same thing. However, they both are healing skills, and Kate does have a healing skill with HP Regeneration. So I think he's a pretty solid alternative for Ruggie if you're looking for one. Is he perfect? No, but he's, like, pretty good. So I picked Idia for his spells, basically. He and Ruggie have the exact same spells. They also share a buddy and Apple, and they both have Power Boost. However, that's kind of it. That's kind of it, unfortunately. Their skills are pretty different. Idia is a defense card. I will say I do not have this Idia card. However, my friend Satsuki and JP, who I would die for, she has this Idia set as her support, so I use him a lot via her. I love using this card. I do have Ruggie on EN, but, honestly, Idia's a really good card, and I would really recommend him, not just for, like, an alternative, but just in general, you know? Also, thank you, Satsuki, I love you. I don't know who Satsuki is, IRL. Alright, so next up we got Riddle. So, they're both attack cards, they both have Aqua Wave and Leaf Shot 2, although for Riddle's, his doesn't change to Forest Strike, it just stays Leaf Shot 2, which, oof, but oh well. They don't share any buddies, and their only skill that they share is Damage Cut. But for spells, I think that's a pretty decent, sort of thing. So if you're looking for those spells, I think Riddle would be a good alternative, especially considering I think most people have all of the base SRs, so I think you probably should have Riddle lying around. I say this as someone who took, like, 2 years to get Ceremonial Robes Jamil over on JP, but anyway, Deuce is a little lackluster, not gonna lie. But I think he has a lot of good things about him, which is why I chose him. So, does he have same buddies? No. Does he have same skills? No, he doesn't even have any skills, and I hate that. However, his best things are, he's also an attack card, and I know right now it looks Water Shot and Leaf Shot too, and it's like, oof. However, Deuce's Water Shot becomes Aqua Wave at spell level 5, so that is a thing you're gonna have to work towards, which kinda sucks, but, like, it's still pretty good, you know? And then Leaf Shot 2 just stays the same, whereas Ruggie's will upgrade. But I mean, for the most part, they have the same spells, and I think that's really good considering comparing them to SSRs can be a little depressing. So the fact that Deuce is having this, you know, is it a little disappointing in some areas? Yes, but spell-wise, he's a very good alternative for Ruggie. Once again, thank you everyone for watching my videos. If you would like to support me beyond liking and subscribing and all of that, I have a Patreon and I also have channel memberships. If you like live streaming, I live stream over on Twitch every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But yeah, thank you guys for watching my videos and I hope they help you. Bye! Shameless plug over.